Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for October 9th. Taking a look at the US Japanese yen pair, we have a range that is expected to be between 1.0181 and on the lower side, as you can see, we've already run through it at 98.55. However, we have pulled back above that level. I am expecting to see some resistance at the 120 level. As far as support goes, look for some support to come into this market around 97.50. The 97.50 area, we should see some support come into this market. Now switching over to the, hang on one second, let me get rid of that. There we go. Switching over to the Euro USD pair. This particular pair is moving sideways pretty much for the most part. This pair is pretty much moving sideways. I am expecting the range to be between 1.3823 on the high side, on the low side 1.3532, and as you can see, we're about to we've come close to hitting that, but we haven't hit it quite yet. If we get a break below this level, we could see it move on down to the 1.33 range, but of course we have a little bit for that to happen. Now switching over to the pound US dollar, this particular pair, hang on one second, having technical difficulties today with the MetaTrader. There we go. Okay, we have the pound, and we're expecting the range to be between 1.7435 on the high side, on the low side 1.7003. That's actually the low so far this session. We kind of pegged that. We broke some serious resist or support, that previous support at around the 1.7040 area. We could see this, and I expect this pair to move on down into the 1.69 range during this next session. The next big hurdle, I guess, though, is the break between the break of the 7,000 level. But if we get a good break below that, it should just move on down lower. Now switching to the Swiss, this particular pair, still waiting for that trade to occur. We have an inside bar that was created. It was moved up, closed up, and we're still looking for a break of this low. Basically, is what I'm looking for is 1.1197 to be broken, and my target after that is broken, I'm looking for 1.1144, and then the second target that I'm looking for would be the 1.1090 area. So that's kind of what I'm looking for with this particular pair. Now I am expecting it to move between 1.1380 and on the lower side 1.1196. I realize that doesn't fall into the trading plans, but that's what the average range should be. That about does it for the charts. We do have the pound had their trade balance, and it released today, and it was worse than expected at negative 4.737 billion, which, if you watch the pound US dollar pair, it didn't help at all. It helped move that lower today. Now the Canadian dollar has their change in employment for September being released at 7 a.m. tomorrow. The consensus is that unemployment has improved from 15.2K to 12.5K, so keep an eye out for that one. And we also have the U.S. trade balance for August, and this is one that can move the market, so you definitely need to tune in at 8:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. And the consensus is that the trade balance has decreased from negative 62.2 billion down to negative 59.3 billion. So make sure to check that out. Well, until tomorrow, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.